One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on another SEC rival, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Farmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. This will not be returnable as it sails. Back of the end zone. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. It's Staley. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Lots of running room. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since then.
Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Now, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar.
Quarterback gets sacked at his own 2-yard line. Give the defense a ton of credit. They were going for the safety, and they almost got it. Great effort up front by the D.
The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Give to the running back. Find some fresh air. Wide open spaces. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And you can't get it all back in one play, but I really like that second down, man. I mean, that's a big positive chunk. You sneak the run in. They weren't thinking about the run. They were thinking pass after that disaster of first down, what it was. So you kind of make this a little bit more manageable, easier play call now on third down.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Vols will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looking for space. It's Moss. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying.
He's looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Fires on the move. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Turns it on in midfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
They're testing the right side here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The give to the back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll run play action. Got his man quickly. Oh, a lot of space. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. An adage as old as time, play action works when you're running the ball well.
Yeah, and sometimes, Reese, when you get down, though, you get a little panicky. You want to throw the football over the yard. I like the patience of this offense. Still show that you might run the football, pull it out. Nice strike on play action.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. There's no getting around the fact that they have really scuffled in the first half of SEC play, and now the task is to try to turn it around.
Well, and a lot of times it requires shifting your goals, and this is not how you wanted to start, but how can we win this week and take advantage of every opportunity we get, Jesse? So it hasn't been ideal, but there's still...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Starts to scramble to the left. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Intercepted. Got some room to run. The tag. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Aggies.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Lewis. Slips the tackle and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39 and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Running to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The Volunteers are in a mess here on third and a mile. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. With the catch, it's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water inside.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. On the move, it's Moss. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
Off the play fake on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now on first and 10 from the 35. To the air, it's Reed. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That's caught. It's Concepcion. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's...
Touchdown, Texas A&M. A great catch and run for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in first snap of the drive from the 25. He leaves it with the back. Turning on the Jets. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. There he goes. He's loose. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteer!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Makes the grab, it's Moss. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Slides away. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give.
It's a seam wide open. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Aggies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Vols will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open this third quarter with a run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
They'll give it to him again. There he goes! Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the run, it's Moss. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And boy, that has been rare in this one.
The defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aggies with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got a man. It's Wilson.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down?
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. has to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Aguilar. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Thomas. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. And the Vols can really attack on this second and short. They're going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Quick completion on the out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your two-possession lead.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Aggies. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
Here's the return. He gets a block. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Using his legs, it's Moss. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Power football with the run. And that's a live ball. Lots of running room. And the defense got it. Drills him with the stiff arm.
As a defender, love the big hits. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
So here is the Tennessee offense. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On the run, it's Daniels. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Now the play fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Wilson. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the fourth quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it.
Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Lewis. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Going to swing it on second down. Unloads it downfield. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown ball.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Offense working from the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tennessee. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for them.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm over, right? I'm going straight down the field, throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Out of bounds at the 40, and quite a return to set up the offense here. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. On the ground, it's Daniels. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield, it's Craver. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Looking to pass, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On 4th down, going to the air. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Falls goes in, completed. He did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man on the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He wants to change this route. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Under fire. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they draw a little closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Still running at the 40. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.